Welcome, Professor.
Thank you very much, and Your Excellency, let me appreciate and acknowledge all the protocols that have been observed. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm also very happy that this afternoon I just want to start by extending warm welcome to all who are present, who came to this Africa Climate Summit. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers for this important event on locally led climate action. It is important because of its timing. Particularly, also it's noteworthy that as we launch this strategy, we are going to launch four areas that have been actually talked about. The first one is actually long-term low emission strategy that is going to be launched. The second one is National Climate Change Action Plan, that is NCCAP 2023 to 2027. The third one is Climate Change Act of 2023. Again, it has been mentioned by P.S. Ngeno. And then finally, we want to make sure that we launch the county investment grants under the Financing Locally Led Climate Action, which is FLOCA. This event demonstrates the government of Kenya's commitment and its in tackling the climate change through enabling policy frameworks and also pioneering leadership on stepping up financing at the local level. Your Excellencies, I will also focus my remarks on the Financing Locally Led Climate Action Program, FLOCA, and the launch of the county investment grants, which I think PS volunteered to actually provide the information, so I have no surprises to make. The FLOCA program is designed to encourage cross-agency collaboration and vertical linkages from the community level up to the national level in addressing climate change action. It is a pioneer program for developing and even decentralizing climate finance in scale to specifically specifically deliver locally led climate adaptation and even some resilience actions, as well as strengthen county and national governments' institutional capacity to predict, plan, budget, implement, and monitor, report, and even report climate actions that have been successful. It is important to note that without financial support that helps communities to develop in an inclusive manner and adapt to climate impact, climate change is projected to push tens of millions, especially at the low level, into extreme and even abject poverty. This has happened. For example, what we experienced last year and the beginning of this year has been a good example that food security and climate change became quite devastating and reversed all efforts in terms of poverty reduction and even fighting inequality, and even introduced a dimension of civil conflict because of fight for natural resources. We have managed to secure a total of $297 million to finance this program. And I want to list how they have been contributed. The World Bank has provided from the IDA US $150 million. Denmark, through Danida, has provided $8.9 million. Sweden, through CEDA, has provided $14.4 million. German government through KfW has provided that $3.7 million. The Netherlands have provided $10 million. The government of Kenya has also made a contribution of $5 million, but it's also very important and encouraging to notice that the counties themselves, consistent with what Her Excellency Governor Uhuru has mentioned, the 47 countries have made a contribution of $75 million, Your Excellency. So you can see that it's really some very important for us to recognize that. We are therefore honored and delighted to join the global community and our development partners to jointly launch the Country Climate Resilience Investment Grants under the FLOCA program. Today's launch of the program's investment grant for the counties is a milestone and a testament towards accelerating a low carbon and climate resilient part through enhanced mobilization of resources that will finance these actions. During the financial year 2022-2023, the National Treasury transferred to the counties a total of Kenya shillings 979 million for the Froka County Institutional Support Grant. The launch of the Kenya shillings 7.387 billion for the financial year 2023 to 2024 will therefore go a long way in strengthening the county's capacity and even capability to implement the low carbon and climate resilient interventions. The imminent implementation of the Froka program by rural county governments signifies and even becomes a monumental step forward. It is significant that our collective determination to transform our climate change challenges into opportunities for growth and sustainability becomes very critical. This initiative is not merely a directive, it is a testament to our shared belief in fostering resilient communities and safeguarding the well-being of the current and the future generations. Your Excellencies, we are happy to note that the high commitment by the county governments to implement the Froka program is quite admirable. This is demonstrated by the keenness, the speed at which they have implemented some of the activities, and they have put in place the necessary climate change policies, registration, and even institutional capacities. So I'm very happy that we have come to this far, and we are very encouraged by that heterogeneity. In conclusion, Your Excellencies, I wish to thank our development partners for their collaboration and financial support in this initiative. By embracing the financing of locally led initiatives and uniting our expertise and aspirations, we are fostering a culture of collaboration and innovation. Finally, also, it's also good to mention that it is a showcase for Kenya so that other African countries can follow suit, so that we not only deal with the national level issues, but also at the local and county level devolved functions. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thanks so much, Professor Ndugu, Cabinet Secretary. At least